Here we are, back in the Grand Slam, which there's a few things we need to straighten out, sort out real quick before we get started. One of those will be to sell all these things. And we need some more cooks. We only got 2. They've got a big responsibility ahead of them. So now we've got 4 cooks, and as I was told, a door. And then that should get us in a pretty good area because we've got our bench table. We could move the TV if we want. Yeah. We're going to move the TV a little bit so we can have another bench. And then once we're done with this, we'll move on to expanding out all of our special area. Well, the things we talked about in the last episode, putting in all of our special shops and mail rooms and stuff like that. We're also going to expand out here. And we might need to expand the kitchen. Let's see. Our deployment is all good. And now we've got a door down there. With the door, we can now have people working in the cleaning cupboard, which is just what we wanted. So for this area up here, we're going to come around like this, and we're going to have a really big area like this. And this is going to be the security and the armory and all that stuff. And you know, maybe from out here we'll have the dog kennels and things like that. But the cooks should be getting all of this sorted. I think we do need another sink. So let's just go ahead and say we need a wall right there. We're going to demolish this wall. That door is going to be dismantled. Rooms, we're going to have the kitchen expanded out. Oh. Are we maxing our power? No. Interesting. I don't know what that little flicker was, but whatever. And then, objects, another sink right there. More fighting, but hey, that's what you get. Escape attempt, huh? Interesting. More fighting going on. More food needs for the guards. And they should be on their schedule. Some yard time, some work time, lunch. Actually, no. Yeah, I like this. I mean, we change the regime basically every time we look at it. And eventually we'll find something nice. More food ingredients, and for whatever reason, staff, we've hired more janitors. They've got their yard time after breakfast. And then it's time to go to work. Will they not sit on that? Let's see. Let's put them in chairs. They might like chairs better. You know, I can't say I wouldn't blame them. So that's their table. So they've got meals. they're doing that, we are going to get to work. And now we can put people in here. And then this is kind of, you know, our program row. And then for the classroom, well, for the classroom, first thing we're going to do is go to Foundations and put that in. And that's so we can bring utilities around. You know, we're not going to spend too much money really early on in this area. We need to kind of save up for this. But we can get another grant done. Alright, we just need 3 people in the kitchen, which we hopefully might be able to do now that it's bigger. Yes, we can. Okay. More fist fights going on. And another person to visit solitary. And for whatever reason, they're not building this foundation. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and put a shop front right there so we can get the shop at least going. And it's going to be huge. And I remembered why we needed that. Because it needs to have an adjacent room, and with that, we can have an adjacent room. So that people can go in here, buy their stuff from the shop, and come out. Because while we have the shop, we might as well use it. And the shop is going to need a sorting desk. Oh no, just shop shelves and tables. Okay. So because the shop shelf is so huge, we're going to have a lot of stuff to do with it. You know, it's going to be like... And then they will have another shop window over here to deal with the guys who live in this area. And it's starting to get cold, so we need to start thinking about that. Yeah. It's time to start thinking about heat. Which, you know, really is on a room-by-room basis. You know, we don't want these guys getting cold. And now we're going to go to the water pipes. And now what we're going to do here is going to be kind of interesting. Because, you know, they can't have hot water, which sucks. But I can set up a boiler specifically for the showers that will feed off the regular water system, but also have an enclosed heater system. And then we can expand it out to the cells once the medium security area takes full shape. And now, to finish that off, we'll just demolish those walls. And continue giving all of our guys an absolute nightmare of, building responsibilities. But that's alright. So now, we've got more hot water coming all along the way. And we'll start to see the temperature in some rooms going up. I'm sure the prisoners will be really delighted when, hot water starts coming out of their showers. It'll be like a whole new day, and they'll love it. Man, we can fit so many prisoners in here. Now, we can go to Programs and say, Start. Start. The classroom will need Object. It needs an office desk, which will fit right up there. And school desks. Boom. That's what, 20? Oh, and we've already got people in the workshop. And we've already got people in the shop. Oh, can they not get in? Yeah, they might not be able to get in. So, real quick, we'll put a staff door right there. And that'll allow them access to all this stuff. Yeah, I know it's insecure. And, oh Jesus. Really? I guess oh yeah. No one can work in the shop because it's not enclosed. But we got people in the mailroom. And now we're starting to run into our staffing issues. Where we've got a load of people We're going to hire some laborers, some construction workers, workmen, to help us with, because we've got some pretty big projects on the way. And you know, the sooner these are done, the happier our prisoners are. And the happier our prisoners are, the happier we are. And we're going to fast forward time a lot, just so we can get through construction. And once we get through the construction phase, you know, our prison will kind of run itself, with a death every day and an escape here and there. But no one ever said it was a good prison. And that's okay. We're almost done, and we can almost have the classroom in use. There we go. So now we go to Programs, edit the schedule, and we can say Classroom. At 5 a.m., we'll have the Guard Taser certification and another Guard Taser certification session. Okay. So the foundation education, spiritual guidance is in the morning. And I think, you know, we're on our way. In carpenter apprenticeship is at 4. Do we want to move breakfast to earlier? We could. We could move breakfast to an hour earlier. Yard, shower, eat, shower, work, and free time. So they've got 7-hour workday, which is not bad. And now we can go back to deployment and say all of this is staff only for now. And then we get to work on this. We've got our security, which will be right here. And then our armory. We'll go in. And we need an office desk. Right there. You know, you walk in, it's like, do you even work here? Yes, okay, good, sign in. Do you not work here? Get the beating sticks out. And something is dangerous. Something is too dangerous to get these things here, which makes me curious about what that could be. But and now we'll go through the process of making it look pretty and giving them chairs. And, you know, they don't even have anything to look at on the CCTV cameras, but that's fine. Okay, so they're eating away, scrubbing, and I'm not seeing as many people mad about food. So I think we fixed this, and I think we're well on our way. And now we can go back to programs, and say people are interested in the foundational education program. Great. People are interested in spiritual guidance. It's an active issue. It's an active program right now. Plant cultivation. People are interested. Meal handling certification requires a kitchen. 2 hours. Each prisoner requires a cooker. For guards only. Practical staff only. Intermediate mod content. We don't really have anyone that needs this yet. But what we do want to do is start getting security cameras lined up. Because our prison is getting big now. Our prison is starting to get quite impressive in terms of scale. Right. So we've got this one will connect to all of the security cameras here. I think it just popped up that someone died. Oh well. And this one will be all of our work cameras. Oh, come on. You know, we got them where we want them. And they're in free time getting ready to go to dinner. Where they'll all sit down and have a lovely time. And we might, I don't know if we've got enough food. I think we did. I think we got it. Actually. Alright, and the last thing we're going to do is we're going to make the yard look nice. You know, so we've got gravel. Our gravel will come down this way, and that way. And you know, when the time comes over here. Anyone in solitary right now? We got a dude in solitary. And while they're putting all the gravel in, we'll have the armory set up. So they need do they need a table? Yeah. A table right there. Guard lockers, and the amount of guards you have depends on the amount of lockers you put in, so bam, 7. And then weapon racks will go in like that. And it'll look all nice and lovely. And so here we are. This is our prison at the moment. It's not terrible. Not bad. We're losing a lot of money because they're rolling out body armor, they're rolling out tasers, and all this stuff. And so that drained us pretty quickly. But it should keep our security deaths down quite a bit. And now, I know I keep saying the last thing we're going to do, and then doing more things. But, you know, really the last thing we're going to do is going to be to surprise our prisoners in the morning with hot showers, considering how it is freezing degrees outside. And then we can look at logistics and see the temperature and see that we've gotten things up pretty decently. You know, it gets kind of cold over on this side of the cell, on these side of the cells, but that's okay. That's fine. You know, they're not going to freeze to death out here. Like, Richard Godwin isn't going to freeze to death anymore. compared to the rest of the yeah, compared to over here, where he could very likely freeze to death. But now we've got the boiler coming through, hot water in the showers. They'll be ecstatic. They'll wake up in the morning. It's lockup time. You know, the cooks are madly making breakfast. And if you're still awake, if you're in the prison, you're just waking up, you're going to the shower, and then, ooh, it's hot. Hot water. They're so happy. Look at them all. They're so happy they're going back to the showers so they can yell at each other about not being able to see their families. And you know, everyone was so happy with their hot showers that morning that they didn't kill each other. How special was that? You know, probably the first morning we've ever had. But now it's time to look at the garden. You know, the yard. We'll finish the yard up. We're going to plant a lot of grass, make it look nice. Have a nice, lovely yard. Over here, actually, we're going to have... No, let's see the grass first. Because we need to roll out our weights, benches, and all the stuff for them to actually do outside. And man, look at them go. They're just rolling that sod out. Oh, someone's trying to escape. How did he do that? Ugh. God, there's just no telling where they escape from. I think it's time to set up, and we'll do this next time, setting up a kind of perimeter outside. So it's not just you walk out the jail door and you're in. You've got some sort of security you've got to go through, and more steps to complete other than just, you know, walking through the open door. And I did tell someone, I thought, to sit right there. So, you know, that door had someone by it, but I guess not. I maybe dreamed it. But so here we are. The Grand Slam, which is taking shape. We've got so much stuff for our prisoners to do now. And they're all ecstatic. They've got hot showers. They've got mail. They've got things to do. They can come to the shop and buy stuff. If they can access it, they can. And they can go to school and be taught. And it's just... We're off to a much better start than we were this morning. Or when we first, you know... When the prison first started and we were just losing people left, right, and center. So next time, we'll come in, we'll get the front area all sorted out, all locked up and secured, and then we'll start getting remote access to the doors so the guards don't have to keep messing with the keys and all that stuff. And then we'll work on cell block B so we can send all of our medium security and high security for now into that area and then get this for low security. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Yeah, we'll see it here in a second. They get, as soon as they walk out, they get tased.